Hi Kay, how are you?
Hi, really good, Dana.
Thanks for
Excited.
joining me this morning. So Kay, we've decided to get together to have a chat about you and the 12-week lean body system challenges that you've been able to do. So just before we start, can you just share with everybody a little bit about Kay? So can you just tell everyone where you live, your age, and just a couple of things about yourself, just so we all know?
Oh, okay, just tell me to shut up when I talk too much. As I do. Okay, I am 63. Yep. I am now living on the mid-north coast, halfway between Foster and Taree,
yep,
which is on 10 acres. And we're having fun doing that. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's a nightmare. But yeah, so we've moved here about 2.5 years ago. And yeah, we've sort of into a bit of a semi-retirement type mode. My husband is a commercial fisherman and has been for a long time and all his life, and I help him with that business. But now I'm starting to get him to slow down a little bit, so we're probably only working maybe half the year, if that, and I slowly want to work that back to maybe about 3 months of the good stuff, and the rest he can go and play on a tractor and play Farmer Joe, even though his name's Tony. So
so just so everybody knows, I've known Kay for many years. How many years?
I reckon I was working it out about 4 o'clock this morning when I woke up. I think about 28 years, something like that.
28 years. And just for a little bit of gossip for everybody, Kay actually introduced me to my husband that is now my divorced husband. And
yes, I did say there was no warranty on that.
She set us up on a blind date, and I actually didn't turn up to the first one, but that was probably the universe trying to tell me back then that...
And I did say, I don't think he's for you. He's a bit of a cowboy. He smokes and drinks. You're a fitness person. Not too sure, Dana. You just went, giddy up, I like a cowboy, and off you went. And next thing, you know, there was a baby.
Oh dear.
So hello. But you were good card partners while you lasted.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of fun times with Kay, and Kay's actually the godmother of our youngest, Harry.
Yeah, didn't do a good job with him being godmother. Sorry about that. But anyway, once again.
So yeah, so I
no warranty.
Kay very well. And so Kay, can you just share with everyone how many years ago you did the 12-week lean body system the first time?
I did it about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And my husband had a fairly severe accident where he nearly lost his leg in a fishing accident, and I was nursing a person that doesn't sit still, not good. And I had a lot of stress in my life. I've always had a fair bit of stress, even though I don't show it, I just eat it. That's my coping mechanism, like a lot of ladies. And I cried out to you. You were starting one of the programs, and I went, oh my God, I need some help, Dana. And Dana helped really, really well. And I really found myself again, which was great. I lost 15 kilos and kept it off for a few years, and was back into, you know, swimming, laps, and doing all the things I like doing. I love swimming, love aquarobics, things like that. And then probably about a couple of years after I did it, we were building a house, a big house at Nelson Bay with my son and his wife and their 3 girls, and he was killed in an accident, so a fishing accident, and my husband was involved in finding him. So it was pretty traumatic, but I actually thanked Dana's program. That kept me together while everyone else was falling apart. And but over the next few years, with the dramas of surrounding that, you know, family problems, lots of problems, I slowly ate myself into oblivion again, and slowed down my activity. I was looking after everybody else except for myself, and that's what women do, but most women do. So yeah, and then after moving here, I was okay. I sort of was still pretty stressful, but I started to get injuries. Like, you know, I was going to see an osteopath once a month, and he's going, well, you've ever got this lifestyle, Kay, and this weight, you just going to keep coming back and see me once a month. I'll fix you for a little while, but no. And then I know I also was getting urinary tract infections, like for a year. you know, I'd only have a couple of weeks and then another one. There's different antibiotics. They didn't want to keep you on the one, of course. So, and my husband said, oh, what is wrong now? Like every time I'd have a moan. And I'm going, yeah, I'm so sick of being sick and annoying myself. And then you suggested you were going to start up your program again. And that wasn't with the girls that have just done it. That was back in March, where I think there was only 5 or 6, and we weren't doing the live stuff. We were just doing a call once a week or once a fortnight of checking in on our stuff, our measurements. It was still good, but we were up to ourselves to do our own exercises, which I found now probably I wasn't doing as well as when I do them with you, because you just go, oh, that's close enough, that's good enough. So I found that I did lose 12 kilos in that.
So before we start going into all that though, let's go back a little bit. So when you did it the very first time, I remember, because I actually wrote this down, that you told me that you were suffering, would it be called GORD, G-O-R-D?
Yeah, I've had reflux for many years.
And when you did that first time, you said to me that went.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still go to have a checkup every 3 or 4 years with a gastroenterologist. She said I must do that. And I take a tablet once a day. But when I lose the weight, I don't feel I need to take those tablets, although I got into trouble for not taking them, because she said there will be some inflammation still there and you can do yourself some damage. She said, just take the damn tablet. But I had even gone to the fact of having to have a inhaler, because I developed something in my esophagus as well, she discovered, which was an allergy. She didn't know what to do. I think it was white bread. And that's now gone. But yeah, so, and I find once I lose the weight around my stomach and my gut, the reflux doesn't bother me at all.
So that's fantastic.
And it's really, really makes a huge difference to me.
And so then, Kay, you did reconnect, as we said, and did it the second time, and you and I were doing one-on-one coaching calls. And so the first time you lost 15 kilos, and then you did go through all those horrible life events that I watched you go through. And then you redone it, and you were able to lose 12 kilos.
12 and a half, 12 and a half kilos I lost, I had a lot to lose. Like I was starting up in the 90s. I was on 91 kilos this time. I think the first time, I was 95 or 98 kilos. So I was
share with everyone what you enjoyed about doing it just the last time that you did it with the one-on-ones.
Just getting some control, getting some control and some structure. And what amazes me with this program is not even just the food, the weight loss, the energy, your mind just, the clarity. I became like organised. I'm not an organised person. My husband thought I'd been like, abducted by aliens and replaced. There's cleaning going on, there's organising of paperwork. I don't do that. I've got little blue post-it notes happening of what I'm going to be eating the next day and exercising and what's happening.
And you were a preparation girl, like you. I know sometimes if I would speak to you, say I'm in the midst of cooking, stuff, and you'd be freezing.
I've always got a freezer full of muffins and the soups, and because when I started it, we're in the peak part of our fishing season, where I'm sorting fish, I'm running fish up and down the highway and stuff like that, and so to be prepared, otherwise I would have just absolutely failed. So I was able to, just know that I was going to be busy. So there'd be a soup defrosting, from the morning, and I knew that was going to be my dinner. And I could grab a muffin when I'm on the road, and, all that sort of stuff, the yogurts and the nuts. And it was just, it was a godsend, because that's when I tend to think, I just get too busy and I forget to eat. So, and forget to drink the water. And the water is the key, one of the amazing keys that it just makes a huge difference. We don't realise we're as dehydrated as we are.
So what do you feel are the pieces in the program that move the needle forward? Like, what do you feel is it? Do you feel?
I think that the clean eating, and just, I think the water, I think it flushes so much out so quickly out of you. Yes, you're probably just losing water weight in the first few weeks, but the water just tends to just cleanse you. And for people that lose the habit of drinking water, which is easy to lose, especially in winter when it's damn cold and you think, oh God, I'm drinking another. And I just made the habit of putting out a 2-litre jug of water in the morning, and that had to be gone before I went to bed of a night. And I ended up starting to find out that wasn't enough. I was looking for more. So yeah, you start to get that thirst for water, and then you add your lemon in, and that's so good, because my husband's supposed to have lemon water because he's got a bad liver thing. So it really you just, and the energy levels, like I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't do that. I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning the last couple of mornings, excited about the program starting again. So I said, what are you doing up at 5? I'm going, well, I can't sleep. Might as well do something. So yeah, I mean, that's, and I'm sleeping better. You know, you fall asleep. I feel it. No, I can't read a book for love nor money, because I read a page and I'm gone. So, you know, and I wasn't a great sleeper at times with stress and stuff. So yeah, I've just so much more balance in my life.
Just to let the ladies know, what happened then was I was doing the group challenge, and the very first one, and you came into that, and observing that group challenge, what can you see was the benefits of joining the group challenge?
You and you.
Yeah.
The support of the girls, which was great. I felt like I was sort of, you know, butting in sometimes, because I wasn't actually doing it with them, their group. I'd actually finished my 12 weeks and I thought, I'm not going to continue. I'd like to see, I know I want to lose more weight, but I'm just going to give my body a little rest for 12 weeks, see if that weight maintains, or I start gaining or I start losing. Doing the exercises, I wasn't rigid in doing as many exercises as when I was on the 12-week part of it. But living, like you say, with an 80-20 sort of a rule, 80% good, 20% have a bit of a blowout now and then. And I think the support of the girls was great, and you could see some were struggling, and I had been through it, so I sort of understood what was happening to some of them. And your enthusiasm, and you make it fun. You're like, you know, I don't want to get up there and do exercises most of the time. And most of the time I'm going, I don't think I'm going to be doing that, Dana. Like, don't be stupid. I'm talking to myself like most of us do to you on the screen. And thank God it's not on Zoom. Yeah. So everyone can hear what you're saying. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that one where I'm lifting my leg as well as my arm. Don't be stupid. But you do, you know, and I had injuries through my time of stuff, you know, a sprained ankle. I overstretched with my enthusiasm when I first started, and did my sciatic, and I couldn't get out of bed for a couple of days with my sciatic, really bad, because I'd done what you said don't do, probably. Sort of overstretched and done it and pinched it. So yeah, but I was still able to keep connected with everyone. And yeah, I think that online stuff, whether or not you're busy and you can't do it with you can, you know, I like to do it of a night after I've had my dinner. I'm thinking, well, I'm working off everything I've done for the day. So yeah, and you can do it at a time that suits you, and you know, when you've got some time away from your families or whatever. And
so Kate, one of the girls, I did a live on it this morning, because it sort of, I guess it did upset me a little bit, because I was like, OMG, is this how women feel? And her message was, I was saying to you before we got on camera, that she had done the program before, she had succeeded, but she had sort of gone rallied backwards, a bit similar to yourself. Yours was obviously from a horrible event, but you know, she's I can't remember if she actually said she feels like a failure already, or if she's frightened to do it again because she doesn't want to feel like a failure. What would you say to that?
Oh God, just do it again, because feeling like a failure and gaining more weight's not really the way you want to go. Because it's so easy. It's so easy to hide and just, yeah, I'll just have another biscuit and just, yeah, pretend that's not happening, and I'm just going to do this, that, and the other. But no, it's you get it's such a quick sense of feeling. You're not waiting till the end of the 12 weeks to get that feeling. It's not like you got to wait that long. Within a couple of weeks, you're starting to feel you've got control. Like when you're feeling like you're a failure, I feel, or you don't want to do it because I've already done it. And if I do it again, I might put it on. Well, if you're living that, you know, and yes, life gets in the way. Like I said, I've had stress. everybody's got crap in their life. It just comes at different times and in different varying degrees of crap. You know, I don't feel sorry for myself, what's happened, and people shouldn't feel sorry about themselves. It's life. Like, nobody's life is perfect. Doesn't matter what you see on whatever, that Instagram or whatever. It's your life's, nobody's life's perfect. Some of the people with the most money and that appear to be the very happiest aren't. It's a show. And you just got to be true to yourself. And if you're not happy, and part of, I think, feeling like a failure means you aren't happy with your life, just, you know, change. Take that one little leap of faith, and look, even if it lasts 4 or 5 years, you've got 4 or 5 years of health, and if something happens, you let it creep back on, you know it's there to go back to. And you know it succeeds. It's not like it's a failure of a program. You've failed yourself in some way, or life has failed you, and you've done what you've had to do to cope at that time. But I just know it works. Like I said to you, I'm feeling like we're starting to become Dana devotees, and you're going to ask us to drink the Kool-Aid. I said that to you prior to this. I said, like, because everybody's the same. They start to spout information to people like, oh, please go and do this program. How good is this? And because, you know, you want other people to feel as good as what you're feeling.
That's right.
And you're the same. That you get great enthusiasm and joy out of seeing our success.
Well,
we love sort of.
I was saying to one of the girls that I even felt like just being in that group of women that were so supportive and so comforting to each other. Like, I even felt like I was having my own transformation in
well, I know.
self-worth and my own self-value, because I was like, geez, these girls really do give you this feeling as a tribe that they pull you up. And
well, that's what I said to you. Like, you know, I've moved to a new place. I haven't got I've never been a person that's had a big group of friends, because of our business. We move every few months to a different place and fish, and then we come back, and I'm never settled. Like, you know, but now I'm starting to be settled. But you've had moves. You've moved to a new place, and especially now COVID. Like, and a lot of women don't share their personal stuff. Like. But like I say, everyone's got problems. Like, but my eyes have been so going, oh my God, these people's stories, you know, that are just phenomenal. What they've gone through, and silently a lot of the time. And if they hadn't have this group to be able to help pick them up, you think, you know, that's where you fall off the wagon. And you always know. Like, I've got a friend that's starting it, so. I feel so great. She's so great. I'm going, well, all I did was say, go and have a go, because as soon as she saw me, she went, oh my God, look at you. She hadn't seen me for months because of COVID. And she went, oh, I need that. So it is, and it really does. You know, everyone becomes very isolated in their own little world a lot of the time. And it's very hard sometimes to find genuine friends like you, Dana. And even though you were out of my life for a few years because you moved and I moved and we had lots of dramas, you know, I'm so grateful I found you again.
Friends, it doesn't matter. Like, you can like see each other.
Oh yeah, you just pick up.
So yeah.
Yeah, but I could see in you. I said to you, you are stressed off your head here when you're trying to work at the old people's home and trying to start this back up again. And I said, man, don't burn yourself out, because I could see in your face how stressful a situation you were in. But now I can see great joy in you, because you're doing what you love. It's your passion.
Change in women's health and fitness in our age, which is fantastic. We're not about the eeny teeny weeny bikinis. We are about our health. And sometimes I feel like being surrounded by magazines with the eeny teeny weeny bikini and the look, it's not what we're about. Like, it's like
that's what I said to somebody. You know, a friend said, "Oh, my photo." I went, "Yeah, but how good you put it up, because the worse you look now." How good you're going to look so much, it's going to make you go, oh my God. So you don't want a real good one now.
Yes, exactly.
So, because the improvement will be phenomenal. You will be shocked if you stick with it. Everyone will be shocked at what they can do. And and my husband's going, oh, I said, I know I've still got a roll of belly fat that I want to get rid of. That's why now I want to go back on this now.
Right.
And
we want to go together as a tribe. So we want to grow So my girls that have just completed, like you went into their group, they're now coming into this new group, and together as a community.
I think so. I didn't want it to be overwhelming. Yeah, I didn't want it to be overwhelming by doing that, but I can see your point. I think for us to all stay together, because even though we're, you know, as long as they go back to the beginning of the program, so it doesn't confuse the other girls, because they've gone to being that where they're sort of, you know, at a different stage in this 12 weeks. But I want to go right back to the start. Like anything I've been adding to stuff in my mornings and stuff, I'm going right back to the start, and I'm going to do it right from the start again, even though I know where it's heading and I know what's coming. I don't want to jump ahead because I want to see, I know I won't lose as much. I don't want to lose as much, but I just want to keep that continual thing. And if I can lose a few more kilos, I'll be really happy. Hey?
Goal 6 kilos this time?
Well, my dream, I suppose, my really massive aim would be 8, because that would get me down to like 70. I've been 70 since probably I was married.
Okay.
But, you know, I know that my doctor had sort of said, you know, some of your levels are getting up and stuff. She said, you know, my aim in that is to be below 75. So that's only 3 kilos, but I would like to try and, you know, if I like a big aim, if I don't get there, like I lost 104 centimeters last time. That's like a meter. That's ridiculous. And I've still got more to lose. Like I said, it depends on where you're starting. Some girls won't want to lose as much. And everybody's different. And some girls, you know, like I say, you look at some of the girls that did it last time and think, oh my God, they're so tiny already. But they've got problems that they want to address, and they know for their body what they need to do. So everybody's different. Like I say, you know, no judgment on anybody. I think what they're just doing, even if you're just doing it for fitness, and to increase your muscle strength and stuff, and your balance and all those things that when we're getting to our age, like, you know, I'm falling over, spraining ankles, I'm a bumblefoot half the time, but my balance is so much better now. You know, like I couldn't balance for 2 before, and then I just did to 10. So
well, congratulations, Miss Kay, you've done well.
It works, and you work for us so hard. But yeah, without you,
I'm very
you're the point of difference. It's great. You know, and everybody needs a laugh in their life. I'd say life's too short not to be laughing. So yeah, you do that.
We all do that.
Yeah, we do that.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on and spending your time just sharing your journey. And you've done so well. And so all up, it's 15 kilos. Then you lost another 12.
Yeah.
So 27 kilos.
I did put them back on.
So yeah.
Imagine if I hadn't put them back on and I did it again, it'd be 27 kilos. Oh my God.
And you're on the road now.
Yeah.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I'm feeling fantastic. So I'm sitting here in my gym gear. I get my gym gear on every morning when I wake up. I'm walking around in, like, you know, my leggings. Like that would never have happened. Hello. So yeah, I'm rushing off.
Has like a beautiful wardrobe, and she said the same thing. She said, I walk around in leggings every day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out in the farm in leggings. I love it. So comfy. I thought, oh, that's why they all wear them. Okay. I don't look atrocious in them.
Yeah, although her wardrobe is something to die for. So I think we're going to have to get Kylie into a bit of blend, I think. She needs to mix and match because she can't let that wardrobe go to waste.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll see you in the group, and thanks for your time.
Will do. Thanks. Great. Bye-bye.